What's up, Vape fam, and welcome to another episode of the Ohm Kiwis. This week is episode 56, and yeah, coming at you from New Zealand once again. How you doing, Megan?
Oh, bit flustered. But I'm good.
Sorry we're late, guys. Megan was stuck in traffic.
My bad. I'm normally just home, but I ended up out and it took longer than I had expected. So, see the
Hey,
day.
we've been having some sound issues the last couple of weeks, guys. Can everybody let me know if I sound alright or if I sound like I'm down a well? So just something we noticed of the last couple of recordings, but nobody had said anything. So yeah, if I sound weird, let us know, please, please.
And if the volume is all good between the two of us, I mean, that would be nice.
So this week, tonight, we're gonna try some new juices of one of our vendors here in New Zealand who I haven't tasted yet. Ooh.
Big boy.
Vape Force. Sean Drum, he's in the Air Force, hence the name, and he's down in Christchurch. And yeah, we're going to try 4 of his 7 flavours tonight. So that's
You know
cool.
what's funny?
I didn't try any of these in Christchurch either. He was down there, and I did so that this would be a fresh tasting.
Yeah, what's funny is that of all of the newer vendors that are coming in onto the
Are you looking at chat, honey? My
yeah,
audio's horrible.
I'm seeing that. I'm going to try something and see whether or not if your audio changes. So
We're pretty sure it's an OBS setting that's reset on an update, which is why our sound has been fine, and then all of a sudden this has come up again. So we just got to figure out which setting it is and how much we need to tweak it, pretty much. So yeah, give us some feedback.
So I'm going to try a mute sort of thing to see whether or not if that works. So I'm going to hit mute and then I'll go test 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 and then you do yours. So if you guys out there in the chat can tell me whether or not if you can hear Mox, that would be great. Okay, so test test test. I know I'm coming through because I can see my audio levels moving. So you go, Mox.
Testing. Am I coming out? You're doing well. Probably. Or I'm muted. I could be muted. Feel sorry, Kat, if I'm moving right now, or if I'm just kind of like.
I'm wondering if you're going to still sound like you're in a well. Because when you're speaking, my mic thingies are moving.
That's probably muted.
I think so.
Yeah, that's nice, guys. We just have one of those little things that we can get. Unlike some of our technical difficulties that we can't get. Could you tell me that we can get? Not in there. Is it not in there? Hey, I see the two thing hanging out here. I want somebody to say they can hear me before I do them.
I know. I was like, I'm waiting for feedback.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Okay, so I want to try something else. I want to say something. I don't want to do the whole walkie-talkie thing. So like, I'll mute myself and then you speak, and that'll probably improve it.
If the Kiwis can't even make out what I'm saying, honey. Oh, please.
Well, I'm totally trying out the whole walkie-talkie system. I'm muting my mic and then you speak, so it's going to be interesting.
Sorry, guys. I just find it so amusing. And I want to say hey to heaps of people out there that are hanging, come to say hey to us, but you know, I probably do sound like a fish in the bottom of the fishbowl.
I don't want to have to put headphones on. That would just be a pain in the ass.
You feel my pain. It's totally reversed now.
It might have to be the solution, eh?
Well, it's what I figured out worked for a little while. What bugs me is, and I'm sorry guys that we're just rambling on about a tech difficulty right this minute. But wah, 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 wah. Obviously it's one we need to sort out so you guys can hear me properly, and it's really dumb when programs update and they reset settings and it goes like this.
I might have to find my headphones. Bear with. I need to remember what I did with them. I literally had them not that long ago too.
I hope everybody's well. I hope you understand me. There's a few people rolling in. Second we get this sorted, we'll just bang into it, guys. So, yeah, Sean is a relatively new vendor. He's been around for a few months in the New Zealand scene now, building up his name. He's an admin in a couple of the groups online, the Facebook groups. One being Vape Fam. I'm in Vape Fam admin team with him, and he's in some of the buy sell pages and a couple other places as well. Cool dude, cool dude. Flies to Antarctica, like every other week or something as part of his job. Just he's one of those few pilots who can fly the helicopter down to Antarctica and take peeps down there. So that's really cool. I'm really excited about trying some Vape Force. See if it'll put some wings beneath my wings. I'm muted, apparently. I'm just talking to myself. Sorry. Dun, 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 dun.
Now I only have to have you in one ear because if I put you in both my ears, I'm going to start yelling.
Okay. Well, I've turned my mic up a touch as well, and I've turned you down on my speakers, so hopefully there's no echo that way either. Can somebody let us know if she can hear me? If they can hear me. She can hear me. All of you. Blah. He, she, them, all beings. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah,
there
blah,
it
blah,
is.
I feel like
I'm going to have to do this from now on.
Vape day. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, is my blahs coming through now?
Yeah. Your blahs is good.
My blahs is good. Oh my God. Sorry about that, guys. But, hey, tech difficulties. What's a show without them? Sometimes they're frustrating, but we can only but laugh. Are we sorted now? Great. Excellent. Yay. I can now harass all your ears with my voice, guys. I hope everybody's doing well. Sorry about that. And where are we? Almost 9 minutes in, and we're sorted. What's up? Okay, right. Now that we're sorted, before we get into tonight's show, let's do some shout outs to the fam that's hanging out there. Because thanks, guys, for hanging through all of that and letting us know what was up. So, shout outs and love across the globe to wherever you may be in whatever time zone. Big loves out there to Wrench and chat, Greg, hanging out from Canada. Janine, Jennifer's in the house. Yeah, we got 44 South. I saw Russ there too. Cam's hanging, Kirk, Maxie, Quinn, V-Dog, Yeti, what up? What up, what up? We've got a little range across the globe, and I'm sure few more will wander in as the show goes on. And of course, mwah, big loves to the lurkers, because, we
Gotta
know.
give the loves to the lurkers as well.
We know you're out there. So thanks everyone for coming to hang. Tonight's just, obviously we're doing a tasting, but a little bit more casual. Being that winter's starting to settle in and I'm not traveling anywhere for a little while, so I really feel like I've just sort of chilled
Nesting
right
mode.
down.
You're
Yeah,
in nesting mode.
I'm feeling quite. We're doing a tasting, and of course, we're giving love and feedback to Sean and Vape Force. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel a little like the last few weeks of go 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 have been a little bit intense, and all of a sudden, shit's just cash again, and we're not so intense anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So right. Oh, of course. Hey to Justin. I did see you pop up. And there's Nick, Mr. Elmo. What up? What up? What up?
Yes, Cam, we did see the news from Australia, and so dysfunctional. So dysfunctional.
Australia, I'm sorry. Right now, you've got some issues and you might need to go and see a psychiatrist. You have some issues that need to be dealt with. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Australia. They really got their head in the sand, or rather, I should say, big tobacco or big pharma, and or both, have their hands in the government's back pocket, effectively. You know, you want to just
I'm thinking that the
blatantly lay the
government's heads are
corruption.
up their asses.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, you want to just blatantly lay the corruption out there, and this is my own thoughts. There are many out there trying to prove it, but my own thoughts that yeah, there's got to be some sort of monetary gain going on at that corruption level for the Australian government to just be so goddamn ignorant and asshole about it. You know, let's be real. They're just trying to fuck over all of the Australian vapors. They don't care about the saving their lives. They don't care about people's health. Their laws and what they're up to, and each little change in each little state is just screaming that at people. So that's unfortunate, and I really wish the Australian government would change their ways, see the light, see the light.
Someone will make them see the light with a brick to the face.
Some people just need a brick to the face. Not implementing violence towards any government officials.
No.
Anyway, no.
So
But
no brick throwing, dildo throwing, or any of that sort of stuff.
we can acknowledge it is really silly what's going on over there, and you know we're all heartbroken and screaming why and fuck you all at the same time because we just want to save lives and help people. And you know why is that so hard? Why is that such a fight? Money, corruption, greed.
Yep.
Fortunate.
That's what it's boiled down to, isn't it?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's true. And that goes across many countries too. That's not just Australia, but for right now, Australia are the ones that need a good telling off real quick, smart, sort this shit out, and they seem to just be going in the complete full steam ahead situation, which is sad. Which is sad. Okay, blah. We can't do anything about that, but of course we can always discuss it. And if you guys have anything you would like to discuss with us, always feel free to pop that out there and chat. But we've got some tastings to get onto. So, Megan, do you have the website open?
I believe I do. Yes.
Nice clean website, Sean. Can I just throw that out there? Nice, clean cut, simple. I mean, a lot of them are these days. Good reviews on most of the flavors. I just wanted, you know, the visuals, what you see when you go to a website is nice. And of course, those details are down in the description, guys. His website and his Facebook page. So we're going to start with. Actually, I've got the wrong vape in my hand. Hang on. Let's pause. What's your cleanser vape? What's going on in your hand in between flavors tonight, Megan?
What's going on in my hand between flavors?
Or are you gonna go just between those two mods?
Oh no! This is my cleanser vape.
Yes. And what are you cleansing with this evening, darling?
I've got a mashup. I'm stacking it today. It's been a while since I've gone series.
Oh, hello. Everybody see what's going on there? She has stacked her broadside and her admiral. And is that a goon on top? That's a goon.
It is indeed.
Well, hello. Doesn't that look a bit sexual with the white brass and black?
I know. I mean, even with the two pieces
like
separated, like you have like the black. Obviously, this will stay together with the Admiral button section, and then the white brass with the broadside button section and top piece with the stainless steel goon on there. My God, the two of them together just like, oh my God.
Yes, you.
So yes, so on this I've just got vaporized Heisenberg, just to kind of use as a bit of a cleanser between flavors. And what I'll be trying Sean's juice on today will be my Hustler, with an Apocalypse clone, courtesy of Miss Moxley. So yeah, that's currently all that I am vaping on. I wanted to have another setup, which I potentially could have because I do have an RDA that's ready, but I don't have a device for it. So that's all right.
I had to quickly wick mine up before the show. So as you guys can see, I'm vaping on my Hustler, my Limitless, my usual daily combo. Until I get something that matches this more, that performs just as well as this, is so my daily combo that I've just fallen in love with. And in my Limitless, I have, not in the correct bottle, this is a sugar baby bottle, but I've got some Eddie's yogurt going on in there, which is a Adore e-liquid there on my screen, and somewhere scrolling above my head, I believe. Yeah, is one of Thorny's concentrates from Adore e-liquid in the States. So that's what I'm rocking in there. And then today I'm going to taste on. I've got two setups ready. Well, not quite ready to go. Dry wick. Haven't wet them yet. Got my black goon going on my trusty keyboard, which you guys haven't seen for a little while. And of course, I've got my brand new baby as well, which I haven't pulled out bits and pieces and stacked the two yet. But
it's fiddly.
I'll
I'll tell you right now, Mox, it's fiddly.
Oh, I can imagine. And I've got my stack piece from my broadside and stuff as well. So I could potentially do a triple, but I'm a little bit scared of that wand right in this minute. But I got my new white brass Admiral with my Apocalypse Gen clone on it. And because I haven't done it up close on Instagram, I'll just show you guys if it will. There we go. I know I've shown you yes, my serial number. I know I've shown you guys on the show the other week, but I haven't done an Instagram shot of it yet, and a couple of people were asking me about it. So, right, that's my two ready to dry, right wick, ready to go. Blah blah blah. Blah, blah, blah. So we're gonna try PBI first. Now, these have been, we've had these juices in our possession for a little while now, so I'm just going to give each one of them a good shake as we go through them too. Remember,
well, you've had them for a little while. You gave them to me after Vape Day.
yeah, but I mean,
no, the day I flew in was when you handed them to me.
Yeah, but that collaborative time that I've had them and then getting them to you and then till now. So just remember, if you've got juices that have been sitting on a shelf or you've had them tucked away and stashed, always shake. Give them a good shake before you wick up. Wet your wick, even, I should say. Wet your wick. Oh, we got some new peeps who've just strolled in. Oh, where's my mouse? What's up out there to Panza? And who else did I see? I saw someone, Jace and Vaping with James. What's up, guys? And Joe has rolled in as well. Hope everybody's well tonight, wherever you may be in the world, hanging out. So, do you want to read out that profile there, Megs?
Sure. Okay, so PBI, an amazing cool peach and berry mixer, great for summer or all year round. So PBI is peach berry ice. That's what PBI is short for.
So off that, I'm expecting a light, summery, fruity vape.
Yeah.
I'm just giving my wick a good saturation thing as I just fresh whipped. and everything
Oh my
is.
goodness, no, I have to smell it from the bottle.
Hey?
It smells amazing.
Peach berry ice, you say? It does smell amazing. I see a few comments going on out there in chat that a few people have tried Sean's juice and giving it the thumbs up. So that's good to hear. His name's getting out there. And of course, keep hanging out, guys. A little way. Probably we'll do a couple juices, and then I'll give you the details for the giveaway of Sean's juice. So stick around.
I want to vape it already.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting here sniffing it.
I know, it's all right. I just really wanted to give that cotton a good saturation because I'm aware that this is a low build that I have going on here. I don't want it to burn that first hit because that's never nice.
Oh, what resistance are you running?
This one's come in, I think it was 0.12, I think it was. On my keyboard at 80, on my keyboard at 80 watts, it had a bit of a ramp up time, so I didn't want it to burn on the first hit on the Emerald. All right, PBI, darlings, let's hit it.
Charles. Oh, I like that.
Oh, that is like a cocktail without the vodka.
I like that a lot.
And it's all there, exactly what you want it to be. Bam, fresh, crisp peach on your inhale. A nice, subtle berry. It's not overwhelming in the middle. I can't even tell you what berry that is. A blackberry, maybe? It's not overwhelming. It's not strong. It's not a raspberry. It's not a strawberry. I'd say it's a dark berry. And yeah, it's been poured over ice. Like you've just made a fresh summer cocktail and you've got your little umbrella hanging out the side, and the only thing missing is the vodka. Oh my God, Sean, that is delicious.
I might have to get some of this because what you gave me, I'm gonna drip again. I have to.
Oh yeah, I want to drip that again too. And I'm just looking. So yeah, I've divvied out some of this liquid for Megan. So I'm the one that's got the original bottles, even though, sorry guys, I'm the one with the shit camera. There's obviously that same logo that's above Megan's head, Vape Force PBI. Let's read some dates. Really nice to see the R18 on the back. Not every juice vendor does this. Really nice to see. And we've got a 70-30 ratio, 70-30 VG-PG ratio going on. And of course, all these juices that we try on the show when we do a tasting is zero nick, so that we don't get nicked out while we're tasting lots of flavors. Wow, I'm impressed straight off the bat. And I know you're a relatively new vendor, Sean. Straight off the bat, delivering.
Yum 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 yum.
My expectations are out there now. I have high hopes for the rest of your range, and I'm just reminding people we're only trying 4 flavors today. Sean has 7 flavors in his range, and the giveaway is up for the whole juice line, so you could win all 7. That is really quite yum.
Now I see Janine's comment out there. Is that double dripping? I really like my fruity vapes. If it's just fruit that's in it, I will vape that all day, especially if the combination is really good and goes well with like my palate. I'm not that big on desserts and custards or creamy stuff. I'm not that big on them. I'll vape them, but it's not my first choice. So if anyone knows about, what is it? Usually whenever we do the show, because I'm currently out of this juice, I will usually vape Jackfruit Jungle, which doesn't normally come in this bottle. Since the camera sort of picks it up. Come on. This is my all-day, everyday vape. It's this flavour. It's a really nice fruity vape, and it's a flavour that my taste buds, every time I vape it, I go, whoa. And whenever I have a break away from it and I get some more in, I'm like, double whoa. So I really love my fruity type vapes. So yeah, I'm quite picky, but yeah, PBI is very good if you're into your really fruity vapes. It's delicious.
And just while you've been talking, the more I've just been vaping it, then that ice layer, it's like the smidge of Coolada. It's not menthol. It's like a 0.1%, and it's
very subtle.
Yeah, it's nice and subtle. It's really in the background. It does give the taste bud illusion of having had that drink poured over ice cubes. It's nice. Fuck yeah. Oh, Shawnee has just jumped out in chat. And what's up out there to church? I see you just strolled in. Oh, okay. He's correcting some of my comments. Thank you, darling, because I was of the impression it was the other. He is watching us while he's driving home from work. He's got some new labels that have come in, some other warnings, names printed properly in color. Oh, nice. So he's upgraded his labels from these ones on the bottles that I'm showing you guys. And he said he's not a pilot. I got that wrong. He loads and unloads the aircraft, and he does go to Antarctica, but not weekly. I said every other week, but my bad. I did believe that you were a pilot, honey. But still, go to Antarctica. Hey, take it. I'd claim it. Yeah, you're still in the Air Force, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And before we were trying to sort out our audio stuff, I was trying to say it's like of all of the newish vendors that are like coming onto that have recently come into the New Zealand vaping scene. His one is the one that I remember the most because I always remember that Sean's in the Air Force and Vape Force sort of coincides with that. So I always remember it's like, okay, yeah, Vape Force is his. And his is the easiest for me to remember at the moment. I mean, I'm not going to count all of our older vendors who have been around for a while, and I know who they are. It's just with the newer ones that are sort of coming in, I guess like this year and kind of late last year. Yeah, Sean's the one that I remember the most because of that connection.
Digging it. I'm so digging it. This is a great start. Okay. Oh my god, yeah, such a great start.
Yes, indeed.
So, that's actually a little hard to put down, and that says a lot to me about a juice that I'm trying for the first time. Yeah, I think PBI is going to be in my rotation, Shawnee. Yum.
Same.
It's actually that I'm finding this hard to put it down and go, all right, let's go to the next juice.
Look at that. We haven't even tried the others and we've already found a favourite.
I know, right? I'm just thinking exactly that. Okay, right. But we shall move along and give you guys the lowdown on, of course, what else we've got to go. So we'll do this next juice, and then I'll give you guys some giveaway dates, eh? Oh, Shawnee, seeing as you're listening, can you answer me one question that I forgot to ask you before I tell it to the world, because you're here? I don't know if it's a New Zealand giveaway or a global one, honey. Can you answer that for me? Anyway, next up, oh, a bit of drip it.
It's Smurf cake.
Smurf cake. Smurf cake. All right. What's the profile? Oh, shaking.
So smooth cake is a delicious blueberry with a thick cheesecake base. Great for dessert and bakery lovers.
Ooh.
Oh, I can definitely smell the cheesecake.
So, what'd you say? Blueberry?
Yeah.
A blueberry cheesecake. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah, there's the blueberry. It smells like blueberry jam.
So now I need to smell it from the bottle because I'm smelling it from my Addy.
The
Oh, I
bottle,
can smell the blueberry, yeah.
yeah, the bottle smelled like a fresh jar of jam I just opened. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the lid off the bottle and it's the blueberry, which is lovely. Sniff it above your Addy and you're getting the cheesecake layer coming across. Must be just from, I don't know, once it hits the ear, coming out of the bottle, hitting the ear.
Either that or the heat from the coils.
Maybe. That's interesting. No, your coils, maybe. I'm putting it onto a dry wick.
Whenever I do these taste testings, I always just drip straight onto the coils. So then I'm not trying to overload my cotton, especially if we've got a number of juices to try.
If I've done a fresh wick, though,
And Sean's just said he's, yeah, bucket global.
awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to say, darling. Bless. Okay, so Smith cake. Read it again. A layer of blueberry and cheesecake. Sorry, was there a cream layer? I'm distracting myself now.
Delicious blueberry with a thick cheesecake base.
Okay, so we're effectively gonna have two powerful layers coming through. Let's see what your balance is like, Shawnee. Blueberry cheesecake to the Smurf.
To the Smurf.
And the Smurf comes through. Wow. That is a nice jammy blueberry. That's exactly what I smelt when I opened the bottle. That's not the baked cheesecake crust, is it? That's not graham cracker. That's a different cheesecake. I believe it's a cold cheesecake flavoring though. The crusting I'm referring to, as opposed to a hot baked one. Those of you who play with concentrates will know what I'm on about. There's so many different varieties of every flavor. Oh, that's nice. Just too good. That's a good balance. Two good layers going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yum. Dawn, I'm actually quite impressed, honey. Like, you either have a natural talent, darling, or you did your homework before you started putting your recipes together and putting this out to the market. And like we say, you're still relatively fresh amongst the vendors. I mean, you've been around a few months now, but delivering, and that's all that matters. That your product is delivering. And it's a light dessert. It's not heavy. It's not heavy, it's not weighed down and it's not needing that cream layer. You don't feel like you're missing something. For those who like the dessert vapes and like to taste, every layer of a good bowl of pudding. That's a balanced blueberry cheesecake. Fresh out of the fridge, cut a slice, bam.
Fresh out of the fridge.
Fresh at the fridge. Good recipe making, good palate tasting, finding the right concentrates. You know, it's not just banging things together and going, look here, try my juice, I made blah flavor. Hey, look, it tastes like blah because you don't know what you're doing. You know, like anybody can do that. Those that come through with a product, whether or not they put it out there on the market, you know, I'm generalizing now because DIY, I know so many DIYs that make amazing juice, but they just make it for themselves or a couple of mates. They don't sell. And, you know, there really are some with complete natural talent. And of course, anyone can learn if you research and figure out all the many different techniques or combinations you're looking for. So many combinations. And yet, even a simple one, you can get so very wrong if you balance those layers wrong, or so very right. Smurf cake, peeps, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking it up a bit because it's so simple and it's giving a satisfying vape that you don't feel like like I said before, you don't feel like you're missing the cream layer, and it's not heavy. Like some desserts are really buttery or quite creamy, or I'm just picking things out of the air. I'm not picking on anybody. And there's so many different palettes, subjective, all of the things I've spilled many a time to you guys. Shit. Shawnee, I'm impressed, honey. And I'm really glad I didn't try any of your juices at Christchurch Vape. I was tempted. But I'm really glad I didn't for this right now, going on right now as a fresh new experience, and it's fabulous. It's fabulous. Fabulous, darling.
It's fabulous.
All right, I'm going to put that down. Where are we at? Oh, I'm going to have to ramble a little bit. It's going to be a short show tonight, otherwise. Okay, I'm going to have a wee break. So, Shawnee is doing a global giveaway. That was a really awesome chat box reaction, I must say there, guys. What you could win is the entire range in 30ml. So that's 7 flavors. And of course, like we said before, his website and Facebook page are both down in the description if you guys want to go and have a look at the other 3 flavors that we're not tasting tonight. But you could receive the whole range. So this is open globally. And what should we do? Let's keep it simple. Hashtag VF. Then your location where you are in the world. That's it. Nice simple one tonight, guys. Hashtag VF, obviously standing for Vape Force, and then your location in the world. So New Zealand, USA, what have you. Just so that we know where you are when our winner is announced. And of course, that's open for 7 days. We'll do that, draw that next week. I feel like I've missed something with it. No. And of course, that's once this video has finished processing and is up for replay later tonight after the show has finished, then you come back and comment on this video to put that entry comment in. This video. So yeah, come back later tonight or come back tomorrow. Yes, you have 7 days to enter, but this is the video to enter on. So hashtag VF. This actually, if you were just catching that, this logo actually says VFJ for Vape Force Juices. However, hashtag VF and then your location, and that's your entry, guys. So,
well, Shauna's like requesting hashtag VFJ.
Oh, okay. I take that back. There you go, from the man himself out there in chat box. Hashtag VFJ. So just like the labels, guys. And yeah, that's not a problem, Shawnee. It wasn't until I actually held the label up right as I was saying that I realized that the J was right there beside my finger. So yes, hashtag VFJ for Vape Force Juices. I might even, I'll change the title of tonight's show as well to Juices, so that your business name is correct. So that's how to enter the giveaway, guys. That'll be open for 7 days. We'll draw that next week on the show. Dun, dun, dun. So that global, open to global. Oh,
Everybody.
hang on. I've been hollered at with a chat.
Oh
Something.
no, it's the thing for me. I already told you.
Okay. Okay, whatever's going on out there in the chat box. So that could be exciting. So the 3 flavors that we're not trying tonight that could be will be inclusive in the prize is a light tobacco vape. It's called For Real. I believe I'm saying that right. 4RYL. So I believe it says For Real. And that's a caramel tobacco vape. Oh, this is quite interesting. The way he's written it. Okay, so I'll read this out. A beautiful caramel tobacco vape, but will leave you wondering, is that a hint of fruit? Is that a tobacco? Is that golden syrup on crumpets? Are you for real? That's how he's written that juice. So that's one of the juices available in the prize pack, but that we're not tasting tonight. Another one is called Pulp Addiction. If my website wants to load, Pulp Addiction is a full-bodied creamy coconut and caramel delight with a hint of chocolate. Be warned, it's very addictive. So that is also in the prize pack. And then the last one that's in the prize pack that we're not tasting tonight, so this is juices 5, 6, 7, is called Dragon Balls. That's a really interesting looking fruit. I think it's a dragon fruit, but
Yeah,
they look so
it
weird.
is.
So this one is a cool dragon fruit and bubblegum mix with a fresh hit. Go Super Saiyan on this mix. Woo! Dragon fruit and bubblegum with a fresh hit. I'm intrigued, Shawnee. So those are the 3 that aren't that we aren't trying tonight, but are the whole range. So the 4 we're doing tonight, plus those 3 I just read out, are what's coming at you in that prize pack. So one lucky winner out there somewhere across the globe could be trying, will be, once drawn next week, will be trying the whole range from Sean at Vape Force Juices. There you go, got it right that time. Oh yeah, I can do a good read just the way that I can get the radio voice on.
Any excuse, Mox.
Quinn said it. I was just responding. So thanks once again, Greg, for your lovely work as a wrench out there in chat, throwing out those links. So Greg has been sharing with everybody out in live chat Sean's website link and his Facebook pages so that they can read along with us or investigate the whole range and what he's got going on his website. Meow. Yeah, I heard a meow too. There's a cat in your room.
No, it's my stupid phone.
It's your phone?
Yeah.
Maxie, stop texting you.
What does a unicorn sound like? If she were texting me, it'd be that sound.
What does a unicorn sound like?
Does a unicorn sound like a horse? Like, does it neigh?
I thought so.
Or does it have like a magical sound that's just completely different from what you would expect?
Nancy has enough of her own sounds. I don't think we need to invent another one for her. Love you, darling. All right. Let's go to the next flav. What's up? Duh, bro.
Dough, bro.
Yeah,
Dough.
it's dope, like donut, but it just makes me go duh, bro, which isn't.
No, I see it and I think Homer Simpson.
I said both. I said both. All right, hang on. I better drip it. I better shake it.
Dough, bro. So while you're doing your thing, I'm just going to read off the flavor description of Dough, bro. A thin. For some strange reason, I was about to say coconut. It's not coconut, by the way. A thin donut encasing a thick, sweet raspberry jam, a dab of cream, and lightly dusted with sugar and cinnamon. Yum.
Yum. And I was laugh choking at Megan saying coconut, just for clarity.
Like, just from the bottle.
Damn it, I just dropped it.
As you were shaking it. I'm going to throw it.
It slid out of my hand and just went between my knees. Back in a sec. Hi. That doesn't happen very often. Right, so hang on. I just want to.
It smells like a cream donut.
Sweet raspberry jam. Right, I just wanted to reread what the jamming was. The jamming. You're jamming, man.
No, but Bob Marley.
Okay, so what am I? This is the PBI. Okay.
Totally smells like a cream donut. I'm telling you right now. My nostril sensors are telling me it smells like a cream donut.
You know, when you're in primary school, or for you guys over in the US and Canada, I believe you guys call it elementary school, and you go to that dairy next door, the corner store next door to the school, or it's usually just down the road a little bit from the school where they get hot lunches from or what have you, and they've got a bakery section for the kids, and you get a raspberry donut with mock cream in it. That's what it smells like.
Can I vape it?
Yes, you can vape it. I'm still dripping it, so you can vape it. It sounds like this is one that you just want to pour the bottle down your throat and eat it, drink it. Eat it, drink it. Consume.
Mm.
Is it a raspberry donut? Oh, hello.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Oh, the layers, Sean, the layers.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm just looking at that profile again. A thin donut encasing, a thin donut encasing a thick, sweet raspberry jam, dab of cream, lightly dusted with sugar and cinnamon. I got that sugar and cinnamon on the exhale. Donut there on the inhale. The jam and the cream are like all there in the middle.
What's funny is that I was getting that, what you just said, but then when I did a French inhale, it was like, oh, it's the cinnamon.
I feel like I've just eaten a donut and I have sugar and cinnamon on my lips. You know, like the dusting, they roll it in sugar and cinnamon and you like get it all over your face while you're eating it. I actually feel like I have sugar and cinnamon on my lip. Oh my God, Sean, you're like blowing me away right now. Yeah, thin donut, light donut on that inhale. And yeah, that's a thick raspberry jam. Touch of cream. It really is just a dab of cream. That cream's not overwhelming. And then yeah, that nice sugary light cinnamon. It's not overpowering. It's not over sugary. So it's not like you can taste the sweetness of your mouthful, but you're not going, yeah, I'm too sweet. It's too sweet. I'm sugary. Like I don't feel that anyway. This is obviously my palate, and I like get a serviette and wipe away the sugar and cinnamon off your face. I feel like it's sitting on my lips, and that there on that exhale to give you that feeling that it's on the lip because it's the flavor on the exhale. Yum. Shit, man. Now you made me want to go and get a raspberry donut, bro.
Yeah. I was thinking, it's like, am I the only? I thought I would be the only one thinking that, but no, you said it, and I was like, that was so in my head right now. It was like, can we end the show so I can go to the supermarket?
Suddenly, I'm craving donuts for dessert. What's up to SMD? I see you just strolled in there, honey. How's your night going? And yes, apparently I now have sugar lips. And I just want to add there, this 70-30 blend, obviously many juices are a 70-30. This has got a nice vapor production going on. So, you know, if cloud means anything for you guys, and it doesn't for everybody, and it's not a thing for everybody, of course. But if you like to put out a bit of cloud, she's got some good vapor. I mean, look at Megan's room.
I swear this light that I use to illuminate myself doesn't make it any better. If anything, it makes it look worse.
Hey, what up out there to Gizzy, who just strolled in the room?
Hey,
Also
Giz!
out from the US. Must be stupid to come over there, guys. Thanks to everybody, of course, overseas who like to come and hang in the middle of the night and chat to us crazy Kiwi gals. You're hanging out there now. Always lovely to see yous. That really makes me want donuts for dessert. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Okay. So that's duh, bro. Duh. I can't say it right.
You say duh, and I go dough.
Yeah, like dope, like Homer Simpson. But yeah, I say it with a U in my head, like duh, like please.
Duh.
I'm not sure why. I know I'm saying it wrong, Sean. It's okay.
It's alright. It's just her Kiwi accent.
As long as your consumers know what they're buying, and this is a donut, and it's yum. Stream volume's on the low side, apparently, the whole stream volume. All right, so.
Are you kidding? Okay, I'm a crank this up a little bit.
I just caught that out there.
See if it makes sense.
All right, so we're only doing 4 juices tonight, guys. So obviously we've only got one more to go. We've only got one more to go, Megan. What are we going to talk about? Hey, if you guys out there in chat have any questions, anything you want to ask us, past, present, vape related, not, throw it out there. It's like I said earlier, tonight's just really cash. We're tasting some beautiful juices from Sean at Vape Force Juices, and yeah, we've only got one more juice to go. Don't have heaps to bring up with you guys right this minute. How do we whinge about Australia? They need a good telling off. But yeah, if you guys have got any questions or anything you want to bring out with us, holla. Holla. Right. I'm just vaping off some more of the smooth cake that's still on this cotton.
I'd vape some more, but I'm worried I might disappear.
It's all right. Megan's got headphones on too, Maxie. Sorry, I'm just watching what's going on out there in chat.
Yeah, I can hear people. Well, not here. I can hear people in my ears. No,
yeah, yes, you can.
Yeah,
yes,
it's just you. I was just kind of going by the comments that were going on in chat saying that the volume was too low. So I've made an adjustment, and I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, it might have increased a bit. I'm thinking it has because Max is like, "Ow, Megan, headphones."
Do you want to answer Gizzy's question?
The question, how was the vape event? The vape event was amazing. I always enjoy every vape meet that I go to, or vape event. The Christchurch one was a little bit more special because we had some international guests that were there. This guy and Don Greenman. I mean,
This guy.
yeah, that guy. They made it really. So now I'm getting all tongue tied. Their presence at the Christchurch Vape Day is what made it special. So I was, a smidge starstruck in the beginning, but I always have to remind myself whenever people sort of have that same reaction to either myself or to Mox, is that they're people just like we are, and like you are. We're just peeps that like to vape and hang out sometimes. But it was an excellent day. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Although I have to admit that I'm glad that our after party got cut short. I'm going to Mox's. My eyes are literally burning right now. And it was like, and I could feel it most like in the edges, just here, where I could feel, that stinging pain that you get when your eyes are just so tired, you just want to go to sleep. I was getting that, and so I was happy to see my not so personal, but my bed.
Well, I may have ended the night just a touch earlier than the liquor license went to, but by the time we made it home and crawled into bed, it might as well have just been dawn.
Pretty much. I mean, we got home, 3 a.m.?
It's closer to 4, honey.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
And this is totally what I look like at the end of that night.
She did too. So, Kellanella, guys, last flav. Whoop, whoop. There it is.
Why was the after party cut short? Because the crowd eventually dispersed earlier than we had anticipated. In terms of like the people who attended the vape meet, there were like, how many of us left? About 4 or 5? 4 left?
Our last standing from the vape meet, yeah.
Yeah.
Including me and you, there was 4 of us left, plus my DJs, and they had an entourage and stuff. So I was like, our event's pretty much, it's been a long day. Everyone wanted to go home and had gone home. So I thought, well, DJs are just playing to us, and our feet were over it. And like Meg said, her eyes wanted to shut. So I called it. It wasn't like it was hours early, but anyways, it was only like 45 minutes early.
Yeah, it was just a little bit shorter than anticipated.
Just responding to messages out there in chat. Yeah. Well, I just seen Sean's comment out there in the chat box. By the end of the night, after we've been on our feet for 20 hours, it did get boring at the end because we were all over it, honey. I know you were too. It was a long day for us all.
Yes, it was.
So,
I mean, even though the event had officially started like from midday, the vendors and everything had, and both myself and Mox were there much, much earlier than midday to try and help set up and ensure that the audio and things and the live stream was ready to go. So yeah, it was a long day.
just responding to Gizzy, he asked about the music. All right. you want to read out that profile for Killanilla, my dear?
The profile for Killanilla.
Killanilla.
Killanilla is a blend of vanilla goodness. Thick, sweet, and creamy. The vanilla custard.
Smells like the vanilla essence bottle to me.
I'm going to give this a shake.
Vanilla creamy. Vanilla creamy. Yeah, I just shook mine. Thick, layery, creamy of vanilla-ness.
Yes, you were asleep on your feet, Nick. It was one of the last men standing.
Yeah, Nick was definitely one of the last ones standing with us. It was a beautiful thing. Thank you for that, honey. All right. Oh. Vanilla and creamy. Do you like vanilla? I think this could be up your alley. Oh, I keep losing my mouse on the wrong screen. Okay. Thick, sweet, and creamy. Killer blend of vanilla goodness. Okay.
Now, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And I only say that because I've found it very hard to find very good vanilla custards. For me, vanilla custards, I'm extremely fussy over. Because a lot of the vanilla custard vapes that I've tried have tasted too artificial. For me, when it comes to eating custard, I prefer a homemade, like made from scratch custard. That's the kind of custard I like. I'm not a big fan of the packaged custards. And there's only been a couple of custard vapes that I've tried in the 2+ years that I've been vaping that I've actually enjoyed. And
this isn't custody. I just hit it by accident. Try it. Try it. It's not custody. Definitely layers. Definitely layers of vanilla and cream. Okay, so definitely thick. It's got a thick, creamy feel, taste, vibe to it. Thick, sweet, and creamy. Definitely covers it, Sean. Okay, so I'm getting vanilla on the inhale, as well as it blending, the vanilla blending into the cream in that middle layer, and then it's thick, creamy, like a big dub of whipped cream or something on that exhale. That's how I'm vibing it.
Yeah, so to finish off what I was saying there are only 2 vanilla custard or custard type vapes that I've tried that I actually enjoy are both from the same vendor. Vaporized NZ. The vanilla custard that Jono does is very good, and he had also not long ago released I say not long ago, but it was like before last year's 510 vape day. He did a banana custard, and I kind of helped with a little bit of input on that one because it was right around the time that he opened his B&M where he had created it, and he wanted my input on it. It's a banana custard, and from the first one that he had made up and had me try, I went to him and was like, he needed a touch more banana. It's like I want a bit more banana coming through. So he did that, and it's now on his juice menu. So those 2 custards are the only ones that I like. This has surprised me because it's not your typical custard. It's very creamy, like Mox was saying.
It's not a custard to me at all. It's vanilla and cream. Like, this for me is like you've put vanilla essence in the whipped cream, and this is what you want to put on top of your custard. So you're vaping this while you're having a bowl of custard. How I'm vibing this is vape. You know, like it's that complementary extra job of cream that you're not technically having in your bowl, so it's not going on your waist, but you're enjoying the flavor combination. You understand what I'm saying? Just like how some people, you know, pair a beverage with their vape. This vape would pair beautifully with a bowl of custard.
Yeah.
Or even, yeah, custard on its own. Don't add ice cream. It's got enough creamy layers. Yum. Calanella. Vanilla's your jam if you like creamy vapes, if you like that really thick creamy, like you literally just shoved a spoonful of whipped cream in your mouth. On point, yo.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed, Sean. I'm really impressed. So we've got what? Drop it on my keyboard. Awesome.
There's the 4 flavors that we've tried. So we've got PBI, Smooth Cake, Dobro, and Killanilla.
Yep. Doing them the wrong way around.
Of those 4 that we've tried there, PBI is definitely my favourite.
Can't coordinate my fingers right this second.
Yeah.
So that's 4 of the 7 flavors available up for grabs in the giveaway, guys. So don't forget. And I read out the other 3 flavors that we don't have here tonight. If you want to go back in the replay and again, or just go and have a look. Just go have a look at Sean's website. Go and check out Vape Force Juice's website and go through all of those flavor profiles at your leisure. So on
yes, Greek, and a bowl of strawberries.
Yes, a bowl of strawberries. Totes, yo. So don't forget to come back and comment later on once this video is up and processed. Hashtag VFJ, Vape Force Juices, hashtag VFJ, and then your location, where in the world you are. So yes, this is a globally, a giveaway for 1 lucky winner to receive the whole line of the So that's 7 flavors that could be coming at you. Open for the next 7 days, guys. So we'll draw this one on next week's show. Oh, Shawnee, I'm well impressed. There is some good work going on here.
Yes, I'm very impressed as well.
I'm gonna do a swapsies actually back to the Admiral, and I'm also going to hit some PBI again. Peach berry ice. God damn, it's a good one.
I have to try PBI on the stack. I'm sure that's the one where Nick had said, I hope you're having that PBI on the stack. I'm going to do that right now. Right now.
So, just to looking ahead, and I'm thinking of just what we can chat about for our last little ramble here, Dylan. Next week's show is a little bit special.
Yes, it is.
Next week's show here in New Zealand, the date will be the 7th of June. It's not quite on the right date, but it's the closest show date to the 1-year anniversary of 44 South e-Liquids. 44 South Liquids. Jen and Russ were both hanging out there in chat earlier. I'm pretty sure they'll be cooking dinner for the little ones and listening in the background. Yeah, it's their 1-year anniversary show next week.
Yeah. 44 South Liquids have been in existence.
Yeah. We launched them a year ago on our show, which is why we're doing the year anniversary show as well. And yeah, we tried to line it up with the dates close to their actual anniversary date as possible. I believe off the top of my head, it might be the 9th. But yeah, the show will be next week, the 7th here. And we will be tasting several. I'm not even sure. I'm looking at the pile of juices. I'm not even sure how many of them are exactly going to be tasted next week. There's a few. We have tasted some in the past, and when we launched the business, there were originally 4 flavors they started out with, and now there's like a massive amount. Is there 10 or 12 flavors in the range now? It's ridiculous. So we'll be trying out the flavors that we haven't had yet. And I believe we'll also be doing a giveaway from them too for their anniversary show. So we will announce the winner of tonight's giveaway next week, and yeah, we'll be launching straight into a new one, actually. Oh, hang on. I seen a question.
My God.
No worries, Sean. We wouldn't give you kind words if the juice didn't deserve it, is the reality of that. I mean, obviously we're not going to totally trash somebody if we don't like a juice, but we like to keep it real. And the reality of our tastings, albeit some people see them as reviews, we don't see them as reviews. We're giving you our opinion, which is why we're tasting them. But our goal is to pretty much taste those flavors, read the profile, and our goal is to match up whether or not that vendor is producing the product that matches the profile that you, the consumer, are, this is what I'm purchasing. Well, does it taste like what you're purchasing? Yes, no. That's our goal, is to, are you, the consumer, receiving what you think you're receiving? Does that profile match what that juice is?
Yes, because it's difficult to do an actual review on juices because taste is subjective. I mean, I can watch a juice review of somebody else and they can give their opinion as to what they think, and they can say that it tastes absolutely amazing, and you buy it because they said that it tastes amazing, and then it doesn't. Then it becomes disappointing. So the idea of us is that when we try it, is that we will tell you it's like, yes, it's exactly what they say that the profile is, and that's exactly what you'll be expecting. Mox does an amazing job at pinpointing these layers. She does a much better job than I do.
I try.
When she does an explanation, it's like, okay, I've got to give that another vape just to try again and see if I can get these same layers, and I'll get something similar, but I can also get something different as well because the tastes are different. But yeah, so whenever we have any of our juice vendors like offering us juices to do a giveaway and to try, yeah, it's literally our first impressions of them and what we get from them, what we personally get from them. I mean, as we had started, there were a number of people that have already purchased juice from Vape Force juices, and enjoy them already, which is awesome. And so yeah, it's not necessarily like a review. It's more like our point of view of what these juices taste like. So yeah, we're not reviewers. We're entertainers. So let me entertain you. No.
I just had Robbie Williams jump in my head.
That was totally what happened when I said that.
Darling, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Oh, hang on. I got to do something for Greg. Darling. There you go. If you're wearing headphones, then that darling would have been in your ear, Greg.
Oh my God, I just got spat on the tongue and it hurt.
Alrighty, so Russ just confirmed out there that their actual anniversary date is the 6th, and there are 10 flavors in your range. So awesome. Next week's going to be fun. 10 flavors in the range. That means we've tried 4, so there'll be 6 we're doing next week then. Tasty. It's going to be exciting. So your overall thoughts to Mr. Shawnee about our juices tonight, darling?
Overall thoughts. I believe that you have a very solid range that covers every person's palate, just from the 4 that we've tried. You're covering those that like their fruity vapes, moi, and those that like their desserts and their custards and their creams. It's great. And it's good to see that you've got like a tobacco vape in there as well. There are a few vendors that don't necessarily release tobacco vapes. So it's good to see that you've got one in there. I personally don't do tobacco vapes, but that's me.
I'm always willing to try them. They're not my go-to. I never did the tobacco vape thing when I transitioned, but I'm always open to trying them. Some of the flavor profiles read like they would taste amazingly, so I'm always open to that. But I've tasted some too that are just like I didn't want to have a cigarette. So yeah. Oh wow. Okay, long break, but I just caught what Russ said. Darling, slow down. You've got that many unreleased flavors. Wow, big things going on with 44 South.
I reckon.
It's going to be a very interesting show going over them next week.
Yes.
So I did actually see a question out there, a relatively serious one. Before I get on to the serious one, SMD, no, I personally have not tried the new coconut flavor from Vape Canyon. Buy some, try it yourself, honey, if you're a coconut fiend. I can't comment on that one. The serious question I spotted, what's the deal with the waffle pages being shut down? Okay, so
yes. So what's happening there is that here in New Zealand it is illegal to raffle online. That's essentially the nitty-gritty of it. And the vendors have been warned by the Department of Internal Affairs to shut it down, otherwise face fines, etc. So that's what's happening there.
Legitimate, actual, yes, Department of Internal Affairs, yes, a whole lot of our vendors were contacted. Yes, fines and warnings are for real. There's a lot of hearsay and rumor talk going around. It's Facebook. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of people across all of our groups. Actually, there are thousands. Lots of rumors going around, lots of he said, she said, and this person did something, that person did something.
Yeah.
From my belief, there may have been a person in the mix in New Zealand. However,
that's not really the point, though, is it?
No. However, this isn't New Zealand alone. It appears that Facebook in general has, I guess, knocked on a few different countries, and waffle pages from, as in vape raffles being called a waffle, a few pages from various different countries are being shut down, and their own individual investigations, I guess, or process, not quite sure what the right word is there, is going on in their own countries. So just as what has gone down here in New Zealand, and a whole lot of our vendors' contact details were gained through a certain avenue, I'm of the belief this is actually happening in a few American groups, a couple of Spanish ones, a couple of French ones. This isn't just a New Zealand thing. However, it is specific, obviously, to an individual country's gambling laws.
Yeah.
And in places like the States, who have different laws for gambling across every state, then obviously institutions like Facebook, they have to narrow down if that particular group that is being targeted is from a state where it's illegal to gamble, or whatever those laws might be in that area. So you need to keep that in mind, people, albeit many are being affected, not everywhere, because some states gambling is legal, you know, like you just got to remember different laws are valid everywhere. But that's what's going on for New Zealand. So our trading pages, as in buy, sell, and I guess some pages do still actual trade, as in swap, buy, sell, swap, the auction pages, all of these valid transactional avenues for purchasing vape items, whether they be first or second hand, are still an avenue of trading. None of that changes. Waffles, as we know it in New Zealand, at least, for now, and I believe that will uphold to this and the warnings that have gone out. Yeah, waffles are no longer, and if any vendor does continue it, that's at their own risk for those fines and possible further action. That's entirely on an individual's head, but that's where it's at for our nation in the vape scene with the waffle pages.
Yeah, in terms of using PayPal, do we need to worry about using it? I haven't seen anything from PayPal where you need to worry about using them. I use the PayPal kind of regularly. I mean, they have pretty decent security measures in terms of being able to look after your money transfers. Unless someone has any information as to why we need to worry about using PayPal, I don't see any reason about needing to worry about it.
Technically, if you're purchasing something through PayPal, you here in New Zealand at least, overseas purchases I'm not sure about, but for a New Zealand purchase, you will already be paying GST on that item from that vendor's price because they pay GST within that transaction fee. So in that aspect, we shouldn't actually, I feel that we shouldn't worry about using PayPal because tax is actually being paid within that transaction legally, even though it's a sort of about money usage. That's not the right way to say it. You guys know what I mean. You know, PayPal isn't a bank, so it's another avenue of transactional completion.
Yeah.
But these fees being paid in there via GST, via that tax level.
Now I'm thinking that like once the transaction has been completed, especially if you're using a New Zealand vendor, is that they'll have to pay their GST taxes separately anyway, so they would have included the GST on top of that purchase.
Yeah. If they're doing their business right, they should have.
Yeah, because I know that Vaporeum use PayPal, but they also have an option on there to pay by credit card. So, yeah. I know at one point that there was an issue with PayPal, like money wasn't being received immediately, which is usually the case with PayPal. Like once you do a PayPal transaction, you receive it straight away. But yeah.
Big shout out there to Skeletor, who's just wandered in, also hanging out with us, watching from Florida. So it must be stupid o'clock over there too, honey.
Yeah. So,
lots going on out there in chat. We're just sort of rambling a little bit now, guys. We've done our juice tasting. We've told you what's coming up next week. We've told you about the giveaway. Yeah, I mean, that information might not be relevant for everybody, obviously, and you may or may not be aware of any issues going on with waffles in whatever part of the world you may be in. But that's what's going on for us here in New Zealand. And within the last week, 10 days, pretty much all of our waffle pages have been shut down, and not all, but a good number, I don't know an exact number, but a good number of our reputable vendors across the country were contacted about waffles with an official government warning. So that's where that's at in New Zealand. And just on that note, like, we have got the legislation coming to pass next year, going through about mid 2018, so approximately a year away, a little under. I don't know the exact election date, but that's about our time frame. So these are little things I think that they're trying to crack down on with the attention, more attention coming to vaping, trying to educate people, get more information out there about it so people aren't so afraid of this new fad, they're calling it, or the technology or any of that. So I think as the legislation gets closer to being passed, they will really look at all of these avenues that they obviously didn't think of before. Avenues that they're going to lock down on, and obviously now going to keep an eye on because they're aware of them and they went before, like vape waffles. It makes me wonder though, like, okay, for that one specifically, is all those little grannies down the club running some waffle every Sunday, are they illegal waffle raffles too? See, I'm automatically calling them a waffle.
No, I'd have to read more into it, but I suppose at the moment, I mean, there's nothing that we need to worry about directly. And yeah, it was generally it's just an inquiry as to what's happened regarding to those waffle pages, and I believe we've answered that question, and no more really needs to be sort of discussed further. We don't need to worry about those nanas running their little raffles at our local RSA.
I just wondered, like, oh God, are we gonna walk past them and go, "You're illegal gambling"? Not quite, but you know what I mean. Like, just it seems so weird when we're an online community. We're maybe not as under the radar as we once were in New Zealand, obviously, but why can't we have our raffles? I mean, I get it. I understand it. I know the law, but I still see the other side of it where just the same as people pay money for their lotto tickets every week or their scratchies, why can't we have our avenue where obviously our gamblers put their money into taking a gamble on winning that vape gear?
Yeah, the thing with the things like scratchies and the poker machines and things like that, those are all like part of the lotteries commission.
Sean just answered my question. The illegal part is it being online.
Yeah. That's what I mentioned about it, like what was happening is that it's illegal to run raffles online.
I totally thought there was more to it than that.
No, that's pretty much the nitty-gritty of it.
Morning out there to Sweden. Morning out there to Sweden, UW. Always lovely to see you, honey. We're just probably going to start rolling the show up shortly, but it's always awesome to see you strolling from your little corner of the world. Just okay. Just catching up on chat, distracting me. Gizzy with your bad jokes going on. He's cracking some dad jokes out there. Cracking the dad jokes. Alrighty. Well, we should wind it up then, my dear. What do you reckon?
Yes. Be a good idea. I have a couple of things to... Well, I've got one big thing that I need to tend to.
Oh, Gizzy, your dad jokes are real bad. You just read it, didn't you?
Yep.
Okay, guys. So, Sean, love your work. Guys, like, no shit. We don't just, like, talk our mates' juices up for the sake of, getting people to try their juice. That's not what we're about. These are legit. Yum.
We actually dread the day that we come across a vendor where we don't like their juice.
Yeah.
I mean...
Because it will be really hard to obviously not be mean when you are being honest, and that's the hardest thing about critiquing. But for reals, when we say the shit is yum, and you guys, these are live tastings, these are often, and we tell you when they're not, but they are often first time tastings, and these are real reactions, and you know, we ain't gonna put on a face for the sake of it being live. So try some. Sean, your shit's good. I'm going back for another round of donut, bro. Dot, bro. Dope.
What's hilarious is that you said the dough bit right.
I know, right? Because I said it as dough.
Donut.
As in dough. As in bread dough. As
you.
I said that in my head.
No, I totally got the sound of music.
No. The hills are alive with the sound of donuts. All right, darlings, we're going to run away. We're going to go out on a few clouds. And of course, don't forget to come back once the video is up and enter in the competition to win the whole range of Sean's juice line. In 30ml bottles, you could get all 7 flavors. The comp is open globally, so get your entries in. Hashtag VFJ. And then your location, what country you're in the world, and then come back and hang out with us next week and we'll announce the winner. And of course, next week is 44 South Liquid's 1 year anniversary. We launched the biz. Yeah, it's their birthday since we launched their biz to the world, and we'll be going over some of their new flavors that we have tried as well. So come and hang out next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Don't forget to research, inform, educate, and advocate. Love you guys. Mwah. Big loves to the fam across the world. Throw you a few clouds, and we'll see you guys next week.
I nearly choked on that one.
Now I have sound music in my head. With the sound of Sean's donut. This donut, bro. Dope! Yum. Yeah. Get in on it, guys. Good stuff. Well priced, too.
Just see. Guess it's like asking. Once this video has loaded and it's ready for you to comment on, comment hashtag VFJ and your location to enter on this video. This is where all the entries go. So yes.
If, of course, you want to enter the competition, Gizzy, that's what you need to do.
Yeah. Okay. Have a good night, people.
Mwah. We'll throw the after party link out there in chat in just a sec. Love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Be good to each other, darlings. We'll see you next week.
See you later. Bye.